Good morning for everybody.
Good morning.
Welcome to Hampi. My name is Lokabi Rama. The short name is Lokesh and Lokabi. So nowadays, enter the city, we are called Vijayanagara. Vijayanagara, like a city of victory. They called Victory City. So the Vijayanagara before, the same place, we are called Kishkinda Nagara, Kishkinda Kshetra. This is the place of in Ramayana. Vali and Sugriva they ruled here. And the Lord Hanuman was born in this place. That's why they called it Kishkinda Nagara, Kishkinda Kshetra. In the city Vijayanagar, they started in 1336 by the two brothers, Harihara Raya, Bukkaraya. They got blessings, ideas from the holy man, the name of Vidyaranya, their founder in the city. So from 1336 to up to 1565, they ruled in four dynasties, Sangama, Shalava, Tuluva and Aravidu. They are from Telugu people, they are belong to Vishnupan. The four dynasty, one of the famous, very popular king, Krishna Devaraya. So he was ruled only for the 21 years, from 1509 to 1530. So it was in the city 36 square kilometer. And in the city last dynasty, Aravidu dynasty, the first king and the last king and the dynasty, Rama Raya. So he was a son-in-law of Krishna Devaraya. So when he was comes ruled here, it was going for the very big war. The battle were called the names Tallikoti War and Rakkastangdi battle in 1565, January 23. There are five kings, Bahmani Sultans. They from Deccan part. The places from Bijapur, Bidar, Gulbarga, Ahmednagar and Golconda. So those five kings also under the Vijayanagar. They give the taxes every year once for this place. But once the five kings together, they declare the war. So that war time, the king Ramarai was a die. Then the five kings army, they come stay here 3 to 6 months in the city. They just try to enter the city on the war. There is a from Hindu, Jainism style, the temple, idols, residence, whatever there, they destroyed. Because those invaders, they want from the place to the treasury.
These invaders or this
Islamic kings, Islamic, from Bijapur, Bidar, Gulbarga, Ahmednagar and Golconda. Those kings also under the Vijayanagar. Matlab they give the taxes. 3 to 6 months, they just try to enter the city. Because those invaders, they want from the place to the treasury, gold, jewelry. Sir, he knows in our Hindu procedure, there is a god idol. Under the god feet, we are packing for the jewelry. There is a main entrance. At the bottom and the top, we feel Lakshmi, wealth. We put the gold. All the temple crowns, they made for the gold crown. So they thought invaders, Vijayanagar Hindu people, without gold, without jewelry, they are not to made anything it was in the city. That's why they want from the place to the treasury, they just try to enter the city in the war. Second reason, they don't like for the idol prayers. But they left only one temple. That's the Lord Shiva temple. We called it Virupaksha. Because at the temple main entrance space, they are mentioned for the royal emblem. The royal emblem like this, wild boar, knife, sun and moon. Wild boar we thought Vishnu incarnation.
wild
Wild boar, Varaha.
Varaha.
The same wild boar, they thought inwards like a pig. When they went to the temple, on the gate they look this picture, they come out. That's why there's only one temple they left.
Oh.
Knife like
Why
a
they come out?
whatever Islamic people on those days, there's some reason, some procedure. When they walk to the house, maybe they walk the festival, they walk the masjid. Unexpected, they come to walk and across the boar, that pig. They're not step in the again. They come to back only. So that's why when they look on the wild boar on the picture, they thought like a pig, then they come out. That's why there's only one temple they left. Knife like a victory. Sun and moon every day raging, every day become famous in the site. So this is the meaning of on the emblem. Second reason, and the temple main entrance space, they are built for the Hindu Islamic style. Yeah, that's called Indo-Sasanic. They got it two reasons. That's why they're not walked inside, they're not registered in the temple. Sir, in the city of Vijayanagar, there is a many villages. But on those days to now, it's only for the four villages. Hampi, Krishnapur, Kamalapur and Vittalapura. Still there are people only for the two villages, Hampi and Kamalapur. Other two villages, they destroyed in the war. Today we are in Hampi. Hampi, this is the holy place of Shiva before Vijayanagar also. So what we are going to see that idol of Shiva, it is not made for the people. It's come natural, Swayambhu,
Virupaksha.
yeah, Virupaksha. So in Ramayana, Rama and Lakshmana, they went to Sita, they come discover on that day, they do the pujas. So they heard the story like this before Vijayanagar. How many kings they come through, how many kings they ruled in entire South India, from Karnataka to South India. There's all the kings they come to prayer for the Shiva. Because they feel, oh, Rama and Lakshmana, they found the idol. So, beginning from the South India, they comes here, Kadamba Rajas, Rashtrakoot, Pallavas, Chalukya, Kalyani Chalukya, Kalchuri and Vaisala. The Vaisala descendants for the Vijayanagar people. Before Vijayanagar, who comes here, that kings, that memorial, they are built some temples. Those temples, they built by stones only. And the very short temple, because they don't know the brick and lime. And during Vijayanagar, they know the brick and lime, they became very tall towers. Some king families, they donate for the jewelry money on the temple. Somebody, the celebration, festivals on the temple. There is a two festival before Vijayanagar, so now we are continuing. Sir, what is the meaning of in a Hampi? Sir, Shiva has many names in India, depending on the places and the stories. Like this place in the Shiva, we called Pampa Pati, and Parvati we called Ampamma Devi. Pampa, Ampamma, they got a two letter, became Hampi. So during Vijayanagar, again changed the name of the Shiva, Virupaksha. So what we are going to see is all the places. It's not to the tour for the one day. They're going to take at least 3 to 5 days. Because this is a world's second big ruined city. First is the Rome, second one
First
Vijayanagar.
is
Roman.
Roman.
So what we are going to see is all the places. Before 1972, nobody protection. There come so many workers on the dam project, second biggest in India, Tungabhadra. Thousand labor, they come stay here, all the temple and the houses, all the temples and the mantapas like houses. Because of free of cost, nobody objection for him. So they prepare the food with a stick fire. It's not in 2011 before, you can step any temple, it's totally smoke on the roof. And somebody, when they come the festival, they go the painting. The white and red, and those are not 60, 70 years back. It's only for the two colors is a popular. Because they feel white like a bone like a Shiva. So red is a blood like a Parvati. These two colors, they're protection for the peoples and maybe other places. That's why they use these colors. Some people, they want to need the address. They create the stories. They give the names of the places. So still there in archaeological signboard, what we are created to give the name, the same names they mention. Example, Sasve Kadu Ganesha, Kadele Kadu Ganesha, Ugra Narsima, Queen's Bath, Underground Temple, Gejjala Mantapa. Like this, so many names they given by local people. 1972 they come archaeological people. They teach him, they composition him, they remove the people. And in 1976 they start excavation. 1985-86 they declare World Heritage. In Karnataka they select only 2 sites. One is a Hampi, one is a Pattadakal. Badami Pattadakal. There's a one. So the heritage monument. And 2001 they get from the UNESCO development. The development is the most important places. Sir, now we start from the royal family Ganesha. Actually, I told Hampi is not to. So before 11th century there is no any protection wall. There is no gate. 11th century there comes one of the king Kampali Raya. He was ruled in other side of the river. He was that memorial. They built the protection wall. They get there, made the gate. Then he was ordered. Whatever people he want to go the Hampi and Hampi temple, sir, you can walk on the gate only. Then everybody started to walk on the gate. So during Vijayanagar, one of the king Immadi Narasimharaya, he was a much respect for the Vastuvas. He was made the Ganesha. Then he was ordered, whatever people he want to walk to the gate, before step he can pray the Ganesha. Then everybody pray the Ganesha, they started to walk on the gate. During Krishna Devaraya, once he was went to walk on the gate, already very popular in the city, much of crowd day by day. So the king was feel, so he was made one more Ganesha. When a Hampi they comes to Ganesha temple, it was ordered one he can pray for the common people, one for the royal family people. They came in a Hampi, 2 Ganesha temples. Sir, Vijayanagar people, they speak and write in 4 languages, Kannada, Telugu, Tamil and Devanagari. Devanagari is a similar of Hindi. So this is around Hampi you can get for the script. We start for the today royal family Ganesha, biggest in India. The smaller Ganesha we call a Sasve Kalu Ganesha. Sasve Kalu like a mustard. The 2 brothers from Andhra Pradesh, they come selling for the Krishna Bazaar for the mustard. One day they get for the very big income. So they are very happy and feel they donate for the 50% amount on the Ganesha temple. Became they called Mustard Street Ganesha. and this is the royal family Ganesha. We call it Kadale Kalu Ganesha. So now will be decide what places you wanted to like to see with the guide, because there is so many people, so many places. So myself, I take the Ganesha and smaller Ganesha. I can extend from the place to the Virupaksha Temple and Bazaar. Then we come back to the smaller Ganesha and we go to the image of Narasimha and Badivi Linga. Then underground temple, then mint area nobleman quarters, and then Lotus Mall, Watchtower, Elephant Stable. But these are all the places we not get on from the bike. So very important place. Narasimha Badivi Linga we are get on, and because of monolithic. Then after that, up to the Lotus Mall, where they come small, I can explain for the bike only. So I'll be get on, I can show the places. Then we go to the Lotus Mall, Watchtower, Elephant Stable, half-kilometer walk. There is a ticket, 40 rupees. The same ticket valid for the Vitala Temple and museum also. Maybe you want like to see the museum, you can that museum for yourself. The ticket valid up to 5 p.m. Sir, so this is the Royal Family Ganesha, biggest in India, 4.5 meter. It was a naturally big boulder like this in this area. So they carved out Ganesha on the boulder. They built the temple by the Krishna Devaraya to the royal family.
So from a single boulder, single stone, this entire structure is built.
No, only idol of Ganesha.
Oh.
So that invaders when they come attack, they watch in the stomach. It's a very big stomach. They thought it's a lot of gold jewelry.
Oh.
So then they broke. But how they broke? It's not possible to broke with the hammer. They put a lot of wooden to fire on the face of the stomach. Then they broke. Became is a ground floor is a crack also. So when they broke this Ganesha stomach, it's a look like a both side. It's a like a groundnut, the peanut, half piece design. That's why we local people we give this name Kadale Kalu Ganesha. Peanut. But this name is not from according. They given by local people. They create local people. But it's not going puja, but biggest in India. That's why all the people they remove the shoes to walk inside. So please to walk inside. You can take small one, take photography within 10 minutes. Please to come out.
Okay.
Temple we called Virupaksha. This is the name they were created and given by Vijayanagara kings. Before Vijayanagara, I told Pampa, Pati and Hampamma Devi became in Hampi because the idol of Shiva is not made for the people, it's come natural. Sir, the main temple they built Badami Chalukyas in the 5th to 6th century. And during Vijayanagara king by king will be development after this much. This is the 4th biggest in India. They built 2-story only stone, otherwise brick and lime. So nowadays in archaeological people, they want protection to the rain. Every 9 years once they are painted. Last 6 years back repainted. That's why it will look like a new. The paint only new, the tower is old, sir. So in the main entrance, inner part and the main temple 220 meter. And in front of the temple 728 meter. They built for the 2-story shelter like this. This is a we called a Hampi Bazaar. So they're selling in the bazaar for the gold, diamonds, jewelry, rubies and stones. So how they are selling? They're selling by carry. Some people they took like a glass measurement, 1 glass and 2 glass. Because so big rich people. How big rich people? Enter the South India, one of the rich people city, beautiful city in Vijayanagara only. Sir, in India totally 3 names only. There are 3 family names. So in the North India, Maurya Samraj and Akbar Samraj. But South India is only one Samraj, that's a Vijayanagara. Look at that market, they are not use any doors and windows because nobody robbery. Anybody they do the robbery, they are collecting public court, they chop the hand. They give very hard punishment, that's why they are not use any doors and windows.
So this gold and diamond, where this mined from?
No, actually the gold get for the 2 places in Karnataka. One is Raichur district in Hatti, one is Kolar near Bangalore. And they know some different method. So the metals it will be applied for that paste. There is some vegetable paste. It will be turned the gold on the metal. That method they know Vijayanagara people, but not to every day. Yearly want some special days. So many idols. So because that's called Utsava Murti, Upa Murti bolte. So the Vishnu, Ganesha, and that Hanuman, Venkateshwar. These all the different idols. But the 3 idols, these 3 only. So there is no entry fees. Just you can park the bike, you can walk inside. On the unit there is a nice lamps also. Krishna Devaraya, it was a victory from the Odisha, the king of Gajapati. That memorial, he was brought the Krishna statue and he was married on the king daughter Jagannath. That memorial, he was built this temple. They opened the market in the ground. In this market, they are selling for the granary, the food
This
items.
one, huh?
Yes. Like a Hampi Bazaar, for here they are selling for the granary, the food items. From this village, we're going to see the beautiful idols, monolithic, Narasimha and Badivi Linga. Now we are going there only, behind the temple. Local word, we call this a statue of Shiva, Lingam. We called Badivi Linga, Badavara Linga. Badivi is a poor woman, garib look, and old woman also. So during Krishna Devaraya, there's some special ceremony time. They are not allowed for the poor people at Virupaksha Temple. So they are the group leader. She is a old woman and poor woman. She is collected to the money to the public. She is offering the king. The king, when will be take the money to the build the idol for here, they comes to pray only for the poor people. That's why we call poor people God and poor women God. This is the second biggest in South India.
Who worships in this? Shiva.
Shiva. This is Shiva idol. And this is the second biggest in South India. In India, third one.
This is the second biggest idol.
In South India. But in India, third one, third biggest. First is the Bhojpur, Madhya Pradesh, Bhopal. Second one, Tamil Nadu.
You were saying about that.
A statue height, sir, monolithic.
Okay, क्या नाम है? उज्जैन. मध्य प्रदेश.
Bhojpur in Madhya Pradesh, Bhopal.
Okay.
Second, Tamil Nadu, Tanjavur, Brihateshwara Temple. Second on this place. Third one. So that wartime invaders, when they come attack, they take crown, they destroy the roof. They are not broke this idol because these are poor people God. They are not possible to put any gold jewelry. That's why they left. Last in a 30 years back, up to this much it was agriculture farm, like this. Banana and like this, just 2 meter gap only. So then archaeological people, they buy the land, they development. When the people they start agriculture, they made the canal from the river. When they start the canal in archaeological people, they made the small channel. They store the water around the statue for the 2 feet because they don't want to step for the tourist inside. So that's why they keep the water. This is a 2 feet water statue for the 12 feet. It's the second biggest in South India. Okay, let's you can walk to the close-up. This is a we called in the local word Narasimha, Ugra Narasimha. Actually, during Vijayanagara, we called Yoga Lakshmi Narasimha. Yoga like a meditation, sitting position. Lakshmi, she sit on the lap, but you can't see the Lakshmi now. You can see this corner small one hand piece with the bangle. Just a Lakshmi sit on the lap, she's carry the right hand to the husband. Like that image on the lap. That's called Yoga Lakshmi Narasimha. And this idol, they built in 1528 by the King Krishna Devaraya. They make the person Arya Krishna Bhatt. 1528, the king will be died 1530. Then nobody completed in the temple. Then during Ramaraya, it was made for the wooden gopuram. Then invaders, when they come attack, they put fire on the gopur. Then they broke enter the tidal beauty. When they look for the broken idols, we called Narasimha and Ugra Narasimha. Actually, it was called Yoga Lakshmi Narasimha. So, the 1982 in archaeological people, they discover the script. What is the written? They're going to start for the restore work in archaeological people.
Where it is written? In that stone, that right
yes,
side one.
Yes. So when
It is written in Devanagari.
Kannada and Telugu both.
Kannada and
written.
Telugu, okay.
So when they read the script, they start for the restore work. So they want to do same. It was house Lakshmi Narasimha. So that moment, one of the famous professor, Dr. Divangat Sivaram Karant, the professor, they take the stair to the court, they stop the work. Because the history, we want to do right for the true. Don't restore any things. Then he get it, stared to the court, they stop it. Already, they restored some parts, the belt and leg and chest. Before 1982, like this in this idol.
Okay.
Now this position.
So what's the
Yeah,
difference?
see that belt and legs. It's totally restored. Okay? The Vishnu, wherever you can see, where you want sit and sleep, they use the cobra coil.
Sir, this belt is for like what it indicates?
Pardon?
This belt
Yeah.
is means for what?
Actually, there is a story because you know the Narasimha, he was a killed the Hiranyakashipu. So they want to relief for the incarnation. He going to there are so many gods and servants advised to him. He want lost the incarnation. He going to do like this. He going to do like this because he's very angry. He want to eat for the food. He not eat for the non-veg because he was a fish. Then he going to do shouting on the road. Then somebody can advise. You can sit for the with the meditation. Meditation is not possible to control. Then they put the belt. But it's not control. So the meditation with the belt also. Then it will be shouting, not of disturb to the public. Stories. Then the Lakshmi, she's calm. She sit on the
Calm
lap.
that anger, he was doing like
No,
this.
yeah. And he sit on the lap. She's a massage to the right hand, to the body. Then it's a relief. But not really Lakshmi.
It's
It's
incredible.
called Chanchala Lakshmi. Chanchala means the shade of the Lakshmi.
Yes, yes.
She's great, same Lakshmi.
Even there is a saying also, they call Lakshmi is Chanchala.
Yeah,
Means wherever it will flow.
yeah. Then Lakshmi, when she sits on the lap, she's massaged to the right hand to the body. Then the relief, the meditation. That's incarnation. That's the story. It became the Lakshmi hands only we look now. It was totally Lakshmi idol there on the lap.